All right, what's up guys? I'm gonna talk to y'all today about how to get better at push-ups. We're gonna talk about 4 specific ways, 4 specific things that I do in order to get better at push-ups. Why are we talking about this? Because most of you guys, your freaking push-ups are sad, and that's just a fact, right? I know, I've been there. Push-ups are a really weird exercise that if you don't do them on a regular basis and you don't train them, you lose it almost completely, and you'll find yourself only being able to do 1 or 2 push-ups, and that's a freaking sad state to be in as a human being. Push-up is a really important exercise. It's how you get yourself up off the daggone ground. So every single human being should be able to do push-ups very well. So how do we work at that? The first thing that we need to do when we decide we want to get better at push-ups is we just need to, first of all, get the form down right, and we need to work on increasing volume, just regular push-up volume, all right? So all I'm gonna do first, talk about form. A true push-up, your chest is going to touch the ground before the rest of your body, all right? So your hips don't touch the ground, it's your chest that makes contact with the ground. Your hands are about shoulders width apart, your elbows stay tucked. You go down, your head stays up, chest touches the ground, and then you're coming all the way back up until your arms are locked out. That's a real push-up. Now, increasing the volume, what we want to actually do is we want to figure out the number of reps that we can do without stopping. So the number of unbroken reps that we can do for 10 total sets, all right? So if you're just starting out, that might only be 3 reps. You might just, so that's going to total 30 push-ups. So let's say for me, the number I know that I can do unbroken is 5, because I'm just getting started out. I'm going to do 5 push-ups. All right, 5 push-ups. Now I'm going to take a 1-minute break. And after that 1-minute break, I'm going to do 5 more push-ups. I'm going to do that for 10 total sets. That's going to give me 50, right? Once we get to where we can do a set of 10 push-ups unbroken for 10 sets, that's going to give us 100. And we just keep increasing that. That is how I do my volume. When I'm working on volume, I probably do this about once a week, all right? So we're going to talk about 4 methods. This is the first. You need to be working on push-ups about 4 times a week to get good at them. I'm to the point now that I can go sets of 20 unbroken for 10 rounds. So that gives me 200 push-ups in roughly, I don't know, less than 20 minutes. So that's a good place to be. It's taken me a while to get there. Remember to take that 1-minute break in between your sets just to allow yourself to recover and keep building that volume. Get it as high as you can possibly get it. Hope that makes sense to you guys. We're going to go on now and talk about the next thing that we should be doing on a weekly basis to get better. This episode is brought to you by our partner, Phorm. All right, guys, these are the 2 supplements that I use on a daily basis. This is the Phorm Formula 1 Whey Protein. It sits well with my stomach. It tastes good. I've been using it for years. I've actually been using it way before they were a partner with us here at 307 Project, and it is important to supplement your protein intake on a daily basis if you want to get freaking swole like me. All right, the other one that I use on a daily basis is the creatine from Phorm. This stuff is awesome. It mixes good. It really doesn't have any taste at all, so it's super easy to get down, and I have seen really, really good results, especially right now in my strength phase with using this creatine. I promise you, you're going to love their products. Check them out. Not only do they have the best supplements on the market, but they're amazing people. It's an amazing company with awesome values. So, vote with your money, man. Buy stuff from good people that support American values and principles, and it matters. All right, guys, I'll attach a link of where you can get some Formula 1 Whey Protein and some Phorm Creatine in the description of this video. Go check them out. Without further ado, let's get. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is actually negatives. So I've got 2 plates on the ground right here. Again, I'm gonna work this 1 day a week. So we talked about volume. Now 1 day a week I'm gonna do this, is just going basically below parallel or deeper than you would usually go with a regular push-up. These plates right here allow me to get my chest lower than I would be able to get it if I was just on the flat ground, right? So these are significantly harder. When you work these just starting out, you may only be able to do 1 or 2 reps at a time. That's fine. Try to get about 30 reps in if you're gonna work this, whatever day of the week you decide to work it. Try to get about 30 reps in. And again, all this looks like is we're bringing our chest all the way down to the ground. So we're getting way below parallel and we're pushing back up or exploding back up. These right here are gonna make regular push-ups a lot easier for you once you get used to doing these. Once you get to where you can do 30 reps, again, break that up into however many sets that you want. Keep playing with that and either increase your reps that you do as you get better at it, or increase the number of unbroken reps that you do until you can get a set of 30 unbroken. Just play around with that, have fun with it, but these right here are really, really going to increase your ability to do your regular push-ups if you work them. All right, third thing we need to be doing is weighted push-ups. This is just a 35-pound plate on these backpack straps right here. When you first start out doing weighted push-ups, you don't have to start with 35 pounds. Start with a weight that you can get at least 1 clean rep, all right? At least 1 clean rep, and then build from there. So let's say when I just started with this 35-pound plate a couple of months ago, I could really only get 1 rep with this thing. So all I would do, put this on my back, and I actually like this system better than wearing a plate carrier, because the plate carrier obviously has the plate on the front and it doesn't allow me to get full depth in my push-up. So I like this little plate on my back the best. But first starting out, I could just get 1 rep. So I'm gonna get in position, get 1 good clean rep, and then I'm gonna rest for 10 or 15 seconds. And then I'm gonna do another good clean rep, rest for 10 or 15 seconds, and I'm gonna work through that until I get 20 to 30 reps in, right? Now, as you build strength, again, add weight, play with your rep and set schemes, and continue to grow. But weighted push-ups, doing this with some weight on your back, is going to significantly increase your numbers when you go to just regular plain Jane push-ups. It's really important. Do these once a week. So that's number 3. We've talked about volume. We've talked about going deeper. We've talked about weighted push-ups. And the last one's coming. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about here, the last thing you need to work at least once a week is working just time under tension, all right? So with this, they're going to be unweighted. We're not going to be up on the plates. It's just going to be flat on the ground. And we are going to increase the time that our muscles are engaged or under tension. Now, the way that we're going to do that is we're going to get in position and we are going to go down in the push-up freaking archaically slow. You're going to go down as slow as you possibly can. And if you do this right and you go actually slow enough, when you get to the bottom of the push-up, you should actually be about ready to just collapse onto the floor. Once you touch the floor, you're going to explode up. All right? And then you're going to do that again. It's really, really difficult to go as slow as you need to go because it's going to burn, you're going to get impatient, and you're just going to want to go ahead and drop down. But again, it's archaically slow all the way down to the bottom. And then we're going to explode up. Now again, depending on where you're at, your reps and your sets are going to look different. You need to continue to build your reps and sets and your numbers as you go on this, but this really increases the time that your muscles are under tension, which is overall going to increase your strength and your power when you're doing regular push-ups. So guys, work these. It's cool. It's okay to work push-ups 4 times a week. It's not going to hurt you. You might be a little sore at first. Eventually you're going to be able to hit this 4 times a week, and it's not really going to set you back any. So just to review, work your volume to start with, work your below parallel with using the plates, weighted push-ups, and then your time under tension, just going down into that bottom position of the push-up, archaically slow and exploding up. If you do these things and you stick with them, after a couple months, you're going to be able to crush everyone around you when you're just doing regular push-ups in a Murph challenge or some sort of workout of the day at your local gym. All right, hope you guys got something out of this. Love you. Enough said.